Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. When we last left off, we were exploring various areas. Let's check out our map. We were exploring various areas, but ultimately, we weren't able to find a whole lot. We know where we gotta go, and what we're trying to do now is, we're trying to get there, and we're thinking that the best way for us to get there is to head back into the breach and start fooling around with some of our new equipments and what have you, some of our new tactics. So if I were to, let's just say we fast travel right here, still trying to get our body back, but now we have a body. So bully for me. Oh, that's not going to work. Trying to find one of the locations. In fact, did I stick that as fast travel or put that marker on there for a reason? Perfectly frank with you guys, it's been a heck of a couple of days. I was out of town for a little bit. And last couple of days just been a little insane around the house, so I haven't been a chance to record, but here we are. That just means that memory is not fresh. So I think what I'm thinking here is the I think I put that there because I was trying to find the words are hard. I know if I get the vampire fog. If I get the vampire fog, I should be able to go out that way. That's probably why I put that marker there. Alright. So we're going to enter the breach now. Okay, now, the area where we were exploring mostly was... I'm guessing it was down here. Let's take a look-see. See what we can find. Watched some pretty neat episodes of about some Metroidvanias. Honestly, I don't remember the name of the show. I should. Alright, so new save point here. Bonus. Okay. Struggling there. Maybe. Oof. It's close. I just want to believe there's a way that this can be done. But I guess I got plenty of other areas to explore, so maybe I shouldn't be so, Ah, yeah, right there. See? Just overthinking it is all. Which I'm allowed to do. It's what I do. I overthink because so many people underthink. You need somebody to overthink. If you don't have somebody overthinking it, then you're going to miss something. So when you go to work and you think you're overthinking, you know that guy who's just always overthinking things. You tell him thank you. Because that guy was me. Any of y'all ever seen the movie Club Dread? You should, if you haven't. Club Dread's a spectacular movie. Well, I saw this great post on the Sigourney Weaver Facebook page. Let's see where this is going to take me. I'll tell you about the Sigourney Weaver Facebook page in a minute. Let's see where this goes. Nowhere? Yep, I'm pretty sure that's a whole lot of nowhere. Wow. That was meaningless. It's all right. Plenty of areas to explore. So I saw this great Facebook post on the Sigourney Weaver Facebook page. It was Terminator, Predator, and an alien xenomorph all remembering things poorly, all standing around a grave. And it was for Bill Paxton. And what people may not realize is that Bill Paxton also died at the hand of a killer in the movie Club Dread. Spoiler alert! It's an old movie. It is a terrifically funny movie. If you saw the movie Super Troopers or Beer Fest, same group. I prefer it to Beer Fest, but Super Troopers was the best. They were all very, very funny movies. So yeah, if you have not yet seen Super Troopers, Beer Fest, or Club Dread, strongly recommend all three. Just remember that the snozberries taste like snozberries. Let's see if this is anywhere interesting I can get to. So I was watching some YouTube videos about... One of them was Game Maker's Toolkit. One of my favorite YouTube videos of all time is the Game Maker's Toolkit on Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was really brilliant. I prefer Axiom Verge. I would prefer Axiom Verge if it were not for one thing. Axiom Verge's ending. I can't remember if I've already griped about this already. Or if I've already griped about this already. I can't remember if I've griped about this on the show yet. But Axiom Verge was so awesome. I mean, you get this guy... And he's, you know, he's a Miles O'Brien. He's an everyman. He's very Gordon Freeman-esque. And, you know, he's trying to survive in this crazy world, try to figure out what's actually going on. And it almost had a kind of Undertale-ish vibe of, you know, I want to get out of here without you know, destroying everyone and everything. There's got to be a way we can solve this peacefully. And then he gets to the end and he just says, screw it, I'm going to kill you, you jerk. Spoiler alert, by the way. And I just don't understand. Like, you were so gung-ho about... I think I know what this is going to do. Destroy it here, it destroys it there. Okay. So, if that's the case... If that's what's happening, let's try it. I gotta find the right direction to go in. And I just thought it could have been written in such a way that... Oops, wrong way. Oh, I'm bad at this. Oh, name the TV show. Or movie. Or book. I'm not giving you any clues. It might not be a TV show. You know, you're trying to tell this whole narrative. It would have been so easy to say, and it's been a minute since I played it, so I might be misremembering some of the details. But it would have been so easy to say, you know, have the main character just say, no, I'm not going to destroy you, and then have that turn out to be some kind of saving grace. Like, just don't attack. Like, you know, that's it. That's what we need to do. So, I remember destroying some of those in the other world elsewhere. So could it be that something else is open now? Let's go see. Oops, hit the wrong button. Ah, I wish I could remember where all of those things were. You know, it kind of makes you want to go like, I should be able to make my own tags and tag everything on the map, but then you'd like go to all the trouble of making sure that you tag every little thing, and it would kind of take the, you know, the fun exploratory vibe out of the whole thing. So maybe that's not a good idea. Well, it happened again. I'm sorry. Let's try again. Well, it happened again, and I'm sorry I didn't notice, but we lost a couple of minutes there. Basically, I came back into the breach, and I've just been looking around here in the breach trying to figure out where to go next. Basically decided that there must be... I think I've already gotten the stuff that I have released those pink blocks for, and it was just... it wasn't anything very important, very exciting. Good stuff. I'm, glad I got it. A couple of flasks like that and whatnot, but nothing particularly exciting. In fact, what am I up to now on that? 9. Boy. I think I'd probably want to do something with them. Infection's up as high as it goes. Extra nanoparticles. Infection range. Keep my range all the way up. Combat might help though, that's the only thing. Projectile speed, increase the speed of your melee attack. Let's do at least that. And do more infecting, we should do more infecting. Then, more health is always a good idea. I already got the singles on all of those. Could increase my drone attack. I just don't like spending a lot of time in the drone. But if I'm going to be spending more time in the breach, maybe it's important. He says. So we know we need to get over here somehow, but there might not be... Let's see. Ooh, that's nice and big now. I wonder if there's some way I can use this to get to some doors, to get through some doors. I just really want to know if that's going to be a game mechanic or not. I just don't know if it will be. Nah, it was a mistake. This looks like that's something that I need to do. So, I hope I didn't make a mistake, right? Yeah, I can go over there to the left. So that's what I'm gonna do. Game saved. I cannot go to the left. This doesn't count as anything. I don't think there's any way I can infect any of those things. Should I find out? Let's do it. Now we have super infection powers. That's as big as it gets! Alright. If it is a game mechanic, it is not here. And the other thing is... Now I used up my map. Now, what is this over here? I forget what is in that room over there. Let's go see. One thing I'm happy about is the music in this game is pretty rad. Similar to the original Axiom Verge, there's not like a track where I'm like... It's not like Hollow Knight, where just that first track just smacks you upside your head right out of the gate. That's right, you go this way. Okay. That's what it is. It's glitchy in here. That's not what I need. So... let's see. Can I go up from here? Did I get anything that's going to allow me to go up? I'm sure I already mentioned this, but this whole section here reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 3. And what is up? What is up with the Utes? Not saying brothers, but saying bros or even bros. Like, do they not know? Aha! So, I've talked with some young people, significantly younger than me, who say, oh, well, you know, bros, that's how it's spelled. It's just right there, it's bros. And I say, yes, okay, I get that. But there's a lot of things that are abbreviated. Do you say them all phonetically? Like if your name is Mike Smith, let's say you're talking to someone named Mike Smith. Do you go, hi, Mer Smith? No, you say, hi, Mr. Smith. You know, and you wouldn't say, you know, Mike Smith's dad is also Mike Smith. So you wouldn't say, hi, Mer Smith, sir. No, it's Mike Smith Sr. Mr. Smith Sr. So, and you know, bros is a word. I get it. You know, hang out with my bros. But with Super Mario Brothers, it's always been said in its full Super Mario Brothers. So, I don't understand this whole thing of calling it bros. And then, of course, there's the brazier aspect of it also. Brazier. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, people will say, you know, instead of, hey, bro, you're breaking my style. They'll say, hey, brah, you're breaking my style. You know, like a brazier. Breaking my style. That wasn't anything I ever said. I don't know where that came from. Getting somewhere, though. Looping back. This is good. Okay, got that. Good. Now what? It's like, are we actually going to be advancing the story at all? That thing, something about that thing reminds me of Uncle Fester's Quest. And I can't turn into Lady, even though she's a robot too. She can't be in the breach. Alright, so let's go this way. Oh, already did. Can't go that way. No, sir. Not happening. That's alright, we'll go down here. That was some fast travel. Take me somewhere good. I don't know how I feel about being on this side of a wall. What I should have done. I don't know how I feel about being on this side of a wall with one of those red balls and not having been on the other side of it. Like, it's not like I'm... Although this does look like just some place that could have been before. It looks even familiar. What is the significance of this? Is there an item on there at some point? Must have been. Alright, great. Now I'm here. Now what? Let's go up to the right. Maybe there's something up there. Getting a whole lot of nothing out of this. It's frustrating! Let's see. Probably doing this totally wrong. It's cloudy in here. Okay. So that's all that is. Can't go that way. Gotta remember to use this too. It's glitchy over there too. And that's where we were over there. I don't know, man. It's just an item hack fest. Well, let's go look over here. Maybe there's something over here worth looking at. I said we were going to explore the whole breach. We'll explore the whole breach. This is the breach, but it's like outside. I don't really remember this part of the breach. I feel like I should be able to... Aha! Yes, I can. Brilliant. Good, making up for those apocalypse flasks that I should have been spending on something other than... Aha! And that's the other thing, with that fast travel now, like... I can just, you know, I'm not going to get stuck anywhere. That's right. Let's keep looking, then we'll go back up. See where this all takes me. The jar kind of looks like something out of Super Mario Bros. 2. Doki Doki Panic style story, Super Mario Bros. 2. All right, let's try it. It's in the circle. Can't hack it, man. You can't hack it. It's like Buddy Hackett. He's organic. Y'all would probably, I don't know, I think if you're watching a dude play video games on the TV, even an old man like me, that probably means you're in a certain age range. Which probably means that you would most be familiar with the work of Buddy Hackett from the voice of the seagull in The Little Mermaid. Disney version, obviously. Guy was such a dingle hopper. Didn't really care for that movie. Personal opinion. Alright. Breach time? Or was there... No, there's something down here in there. Nope, can't get to it. Okay. There's a podcast I used to listen to, and I don't want to name names, so I'm not gonna, because it was a good podcast, but I'm about to make fun of the guy. But this guy, he had an annoying voice, but he was generally pretty funny and genuine and insightful. So I dealt with the annoying voice. But he did this thing that just drove me nuts. Anytime he had trouble remembering something, he would say, I have a short-term memory. Well, that's disappointing. That's it? What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm getting frustrated. George is getting upset! But the guy would just say, I have a short-term memory. Okay. Yeah, we all have short-term memory. Like, it's nothing to be proud of. Alright, so ultimately we're trying to get to these locations here. Let me go see if those are open. Maybe that's the thing. Did I go this way already? Because I don't feel like I've opened up anything. I've explored... I haven't gone through with a fine-tooth comb yet, so it's possible there's just a door I'm missing somewhere. Maybe I just need to get back into the groove of playing this game. So when you do that, you turn immediately to the, or you fall immediately to the ground. Yeah, I can't really grab onto that anyway. Worth a try. So that appears to not be it. Just wondering if there's... This seems to be the thing, right? I don't know, man. How much longer I want to keep going? It is also late at night. We'll go a little bit longer, but we might be close to the end of this episode. We explored more of the breach, which is great. Found some power-ups, hidden items. That's really about it. Where are we on Apocalypse Flasks now? Got back up to 6. That's a good point. I don't know why that is there. So close. Now, what about... I've already been over there. There's nothing there. There are these 2 places where you can get into the breach. Did I try that one? Let's go look and see about that. I'm pretty sure that one there is hidden in a glitch. Kaboom! Okay. So I see that there's something here, but I don't know how to get to it. I imagine it's that thing up there. Nope. Frustrating. No, didn't think it would be. Down here, you have no way to get into it. Alright, now go over here. That all the way to the right is the glitch. I guess the one other thing I should check while I'm here. Sorry, keep leaning forward because I'm intent on getting myself out of frame. One other thing I'd like to check. This stuff not up here. Go up and to the right. I think I've already checked this recently. But let's just go back and double check to make sure I'm not. Because these are the closest, geographically speaking, the closest places to where we need to go. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Well, taking a quick look around. That spot there that I think I already took care of. I don't know. Let's just check and see what's on the other side of this wall. Probably nothing. And then we're going to need to sleep on it and figure out what on earth is. Oh, this is, I know what this is. Well, what it is absolutely nothing. That's not what I thought it was going to be. More glitch. Huh, weird. Okay. Let's see where I'm at too. Well, this was a very disappointing episode, but we did clear out the breach a little bit. Sorry for the little technical interruption there in the middle. I'm going to try and come back and record another episode tomorrow. Don't know if it's going to happen or not. And I'm going to remember next time I will review the game, the previous episode, before I come in and try and record this way. That way I have an idea about what I'm doing. pretty sure the answer is probably in the breach somewhere, but I could be wrong about that. So I'll look more closely. In any event, thank you for joining us. Have a nice evening.